Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. The great Maru has not forgotten about the invasion from High King Larry into his lands and has found it the time to retaliate. So he has sent some of his army, mostly Angry Penguin, part of his army, being led by a recent convert of his who has also been blessed by the powers of the great Maru to be a super effective melee combatant, wearing the heraldry of the High King Larry, oddly enough though, but he has now been, let's say, enlightened to fight for the great Maru and leading the great Penguin horde here against the forces of High King Larry, where this region was actually recently reinforced with some spearmen who have been in training for quite a while, but they are now at the front lines. And these guys are kind of nasty. So again, I customized them there. I made them pretty tanky just because it seems like they would be with giant shields, but they have relatively low damage. But the thing is, they can attack 2 to 3 ranks deep at a time because of these long spears that they have. So they're actually a pretty cool unit added to this game. So I really like them. But the great Maru knew that he could not defeat the High King Larry on his own. At least not right now. He's not quite ready. So he did send a letter, a missive to the great Emperor Pinecone, and urged him to also attack the High King Larry's position here. And so the Emperor Pinecone has agreed to the great Maru's request in a temporary alliance, because Maru said he has no interest in these lands, just an interest in seeing High King Larry dethroned for his, evil deeds against Maru's people. So the great Emperor Pinecone has mustered what small army he could of his best legionnaires to go and assault the High King Larry's army once again, although right now they are not supported by the catapults, because those are off in another campaign against other foes on the other side of the Emperor Pineking's army. Now, what the great Maru was not planning on, though, was a third party joining this little shindig that they had planned. And over here to the south of the castle, High King Larry's garrison has had to deploy most of their forces because they knew of an encroaching orc horde being led by, well, not led by, but they also had ogres in their midst. So this orc horde belongs to the orc warlord Steeljaw. No one knows why Steeljaw is here. His tribe homelands are miles and miles and miles away, nowhere near High King Larry or Emperor Pinecone's realms. But yet, Steeljaw is here, which is very odd, at the same exact timing when the great Maru and Emperor Pinecone was going to usher their attack as well. Seems like a force maybe behind Steeljaw, because he is not known as a very smart, intellectual orc. He's a brute. He's also not here right now, but this is his army. And so this army has also come to take over this territory from the High King Larry, and also maybe put a thorn in the side of the great Maru and Emperor Pinecone's temporary alliance. So let us see if High King Larry's 3 defensive positions with the man-at-arms, spearmen over there, can withstand a 3-pronged attack from 2 separate forces. Technically 3, but 2 are allied together. Let's get this started. Again, this is probably going to be choppy in the beginning. There are a ton of units over here. Now, orcs are one of the strongest creatures I have customized. They are pretty beefy. They're fighting against 10,000 men-at-arms, so we'll see how they do. Ogres already dropping. Ogres are not insanely powerful like they normally are. They still have a lot of hit points compared to other units in this game, but they can die, as you can see here. Not quite as strong as the Ogre King. Let's see how they're doing against Emperor Pinecone's forces. So you can see here how they can actually attack a couple rows back. I think I maxed the 3 rows. So that's why I kind of gave them relatively low damage compared to everybody else, because, man, they would just massacre everything if it was not that case. But they're super tanky. Tankier than a men-at-arms. Tankier than these Romans even. A lot of Romans over there. And then the third part of this 3-pronged attack. This part of the army is going to be holding position, as you can see here. But the Penguins being led by a Maru convert. Pressing the attack. We'll see if the Penguins can do it. They attack very fast, they have decent damage, they move really quickly. But they can't attack 3 rows deep like Spearmen can. So I believe the Spearmen have even a much longer range than Spartans. Which is kind of saying something. Now let's go see how those men-at-arms are doing against the Orcors of Steeljaw. They could be better. They could be better. Again, the Orcs are pretty tough. Take a quick look at the numbers so you can kind of get a gist of what's going on. Orcord has killed almost 10,000. That would be all the footmen that were here. Yep. Let's see. High King Larry's forces have killed about 7,000, and then the Roman forces, which would also be Maru, has killed 1,300. And so Steeljaw was too much for the main parts of High King Larry's garrison forces here. Who have been reinforced, but they have definitely taken a beating in this area quite a lot. Oh, interesting. You see how fast they move. But it looks like they're actually splitting up now to attack both other positions, judging by how they're running. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay. Alright. Well, as that Orcord approaches, Emperor Pinecone's forces are doing okay. It looks like. Stab him. Stab him. Alright, well. That's gonna be hard. Block it! Block it! Oh. I can never seem to get the blocking down. There comes the Orcord. On both sides. And it looks like Maru's forces, the Penguins, have actually tied a little faster than I thought they would, but this The leader's still up. He's still going strong. Oh, that's a lot of orcs. Yeah, it looks like the majority of Steel Jarl's forces went over there. But still a good number came over here. It's for a three-way battle going on, which may really tilt the favor into High King Larry, depending on how many of these Romans die over here. When you get a curvature like that on a flank, that usually spells out doom. But they still have a lot of forces on the right side, though. The Romans do. Although those may be taken apart by the orcs. I was not planning on this part of the battle happening. Those spearmen are going to really have to gang up on these orcs here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think Emperor Pinecone is going to have a victory here. Was not counting on these orcs to come over. Not both, like the orcs on the left, the spearmen on their right. Oh man, the Romans really got kind of screwed in this part. But judging by the numbers here, it looks like, at least on this side, I think the spearmen should win this. Yeah, they're definitely going to win that. Well, let's see how the other side's doing. Now we know that there are going to be spearmen coming over here to reinforce. Okay, let's see. Oh. Where are you, buddy? You must be in here somewhere. But it looks like the Maru convert is... There you are. Did finally die. He had like 5,000 hit points though, so he took a lot of hits. And no great loss to Maru. He was just a convert. Maybe forced to bleed. Let's take a look at the numbers here. 1,200 orcs, a little over 1,000 spears. Now orcs is tougher than spears technically. Spears are tanky, but what's on their side is the fact that they can attack so far back. I think this is going to be pretty close. If those other spearmen can get here soon enough, because as you can see, these guys are just going to be holding position, but the other spears should be on their way. Here they come. There, that's going to take a while. Can I attack that far? Push them back! Ah! Attack! What are you doing? Actually, let's try that again. Let's poke from the sides, though. Let's try and give an order to these people. I actually kind of forgot how to do that. Is it you? I forget! Alright, well, fight for yourselves, friends. Alright then. These spearmen are going to need help. Hey, oh, here we go, here we go. Although coming into a single line, I don't know how that's gonna do. What's the numbers again? 600 to 747. I don't know. High King Larry may pull this off. Well, maybe. This flank from the spears. Oh man, but these are not long for this world. I don't think these spearmen are gonna live through this one. For the High King! I should be able to press. There we go. Yeah! Oh no! $400 man, the orcs still maintain the number advantage, and right now these spears are gonna get crushed. Oh man. It'd be kinda cool if the spears actually fought on the bridge though. Because there they would really have the advantage. But out in the open they can get surrounded. I don't know, this is gonna be close. It's just steady flow of spearmen. What the hell? Pouring in from 3 different directions? What is this? Watch your step over here, jeez. It's the coming in at one at a time that's really gonna hurt these spears. Like, this part is doing pretty good. But on the flanks, coming in one at, well, actually, I guess they're okay over here on the left. Take a look at the numbers again. Orcs still up over 100. Again, all of these troops coming over here instead of just coming up through the middle. If they came up through the middle, which is supporting this, well, they're starting to bunch up on that left side too. I don't know. We got some orcs flanking over there. And it looks like the spearmen are actually going to be pushed back on the bridge. So we could have a little bridge battle going on. Not with many of them, but still cool. Takes away the numbers advantage, which is still over 100. Holy shit. Still got a couple stragglers over. Yeah, like these guys needed to come up the middle and then to just reinforce this bridge. Like, this is where they shine, man. 3 rows deep, attackers against the enemy that can only attack 1 row at a time. We still have people coming. They're just so slow. Run! Use those little human legs. Oh man, cause you imagine if all of these guys were over here? Oh no. Well, I think it's looking like an orc victory here, friends. Although I really believe this really could have gone either way, just depending on what the AI chose for a path. If they had all just come down the middle and the left, like it looks like they were doing, and they were all fighting on this bridge, I think the orcs would have lost this. It still would have been close, but I really think the orcs would have lost it if all these guys were up the bridge. Because you can see, like, how much they can hold there in that small space. Yeah, in the end, it looks like it's going to be Steeljaw moving into the neighborhood on a little bit more permanent basis. And the surprise attack with the temporary alliance of Maru and Emperor Pinecone is not going to hold out. Wait, what? Oh, is this the last person? 74 orcs remaining. Again, I think they could have done it. Alright, you bastards. We got Billy here. New recruit to High King Larry's army. Filled with courage. And guts. That's about to spill out. Block, block. Alright, alright. Just survive, buddy. No! Billy! Moment of silence for Billy, the new recruit. Again, 74 orcs remaining, but look at those numbers. Like, compared to those numbers, that's a really close game. That's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought the Maru alliance with the leader of... I never named him, but the Maru convert, I thought they were going to do a lot more against these spears than they actually did. I'm going to be honest with you, because I gave him a ton of penguins, but those penguins were not enough to overcome the range of the spears. And then the Romans here kind of got screwed, because they had to deal with, towards the end of their fight, they had to deal with the orcs on one side and the spearmen on the other, so they kind of got cut down pretty quickly by the Steeljaw's forces. But, I mean, there you go. Orc Warlord Steeljaw now has control of these territories. So they, I mean, High King Larry did lose, I guess. It's just Maru and Emperor Pinecone lost as well. So GG to Steeljaw. Hope you enjoyed the battle, everybody. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day.